We're going to talk about celebrity right to privacy. We kind of went a little bit in on this with talking about Pete Davidson and, fans like violating him. I have my own problems with this. I've had people follow me in traffic. Social media is insane. People calling my phone, like just trying to talk to me. So I already know like there's levels of crazy out there, and that's just with me. And I can only imagine what it's like for other people. I came across this subject because there was a story about Remy Ma having a problem with a blogger, and the blogger kept talking about her. She told the blogger she about to spin the block on her if she don't stop. And I could respect her for that, because this is your family's privacy. You could have some person, put up a story and run with it and destroy your marriage. You could have some person scale your wall and in your home, so where does the level of privacy go? Do you think celebrities deserve more rights? Because a lot of celebrities get away with stuff, behaviors, shooting people, attacking people, things like that. They get away with it because of their status. What do you think, Jeremy? Do you think it's founded?
You're out there. You're out there for the world to see as a celebrity, whether you like it or not. You're out there. So do I think they deserve privacy? Absolutely. But unfortunately, with you being on movies and or music videos and TV and having fans, crazy fans, and stuff like that, that comes with basically with what you do in life. That, I do know having some friends and stuff like that who play sports or movies or stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I can imagine y'all been out and had crazy.
Hanging out with some of these people, especially back in Florida and stuff. Man, I'll never forget my best friend, who passed away a couple years ago. I was hanging out with certain people and in a certain industry and stuff, and just walking into a place and you can't walk 3 feet in a door without, can I get a picture with you? Can I get your autograph? And then, this is no joke, this person was, till this day, still cool and calm, still the same person he's always been. But when we sit down and we go to eat, and we go to have drinks, whatever, my best friend who passed away, Jackie's man, how do you deal with this? And he goes, it's part of the job. Part of the job of what he deals with every day. And he's cool about it because he knew where he came from. And where he came from and where he is now, he's so humble and blessed and thankful. It doesn't really bother him. Now, when he's with his family, kids and all that stuff, you get those crazies that are security, you got to keep these people away. But it comes with the job, like you said. And I think it's kind of cool, but also I think you've got to be able to have your privacy when you're with your family, eating dinner. You're eating dinner with a sibling or your children. Somebody comes up right in your face and want to take a selfie and stuff. I think that's where you kind of draw the line. You got to respect. There's got to be a line of respect.
I think one of the people that had the biggest problem with it was Eminem and just his pure madness of fans. Do you have problems with weird fans, Vic? Got some crazy girls in your inbox?
a couple, but I'm not super famous. But I would say everybody wants to be famous until they famous.
Yeah. Right.
So you can't really you can't hit a switch and turn it off. Today I'm not famous, don't bother me. It's it comes with the territory.
It's almost like you accumulate along the way these crazy people. I know Miss Mary McNeil Jones is quite a extensive famous singer with quite a list of extensive famous people that she's worked with. I bet you've dealt with a lot of crazy.
Oh, that stuff makes me nervous. I have one lady who, even when I go to church, when I walk into church, she's doing all this bowing and stooping. I shouldn't say that.
You speak, Miss Mary. Speak it.
It just makes me nervous. But you're right. It comes with the territory. The more that people get to know you, the more. And a long time ago, a lot of people knew me, but I really have pulled back. And so I just have this in the radio station, and I'm working on some other things. But it just comes with the territory. So this is what I believe. I believe that people that are famous, they know they're famous, and they know what comes with that. So they should put together whatever it takes to protect themselves and their families. It's their responsibility.
I agree 100%.
Because they didn't have to do it. They did it because they wanted to do it. So it's their responsibility to put things in place to protect them and their family.
That's one thing I really respected about Chauncey Billups. I met a lot of different ball players, artists over the years, and Chauncey Billups was one person. He would come in, he would quietly ask the management to please not allow people to come up to their table, just ask people to give them privacy, and the restaurant would 100% facilitate that, just because it was at a time I think he was playing for the Nuggets out here, and there was a whole lot of problems with crazy people just trying to come up. But we at that time I think we had Allen Iverson, J.R. Smith, Melo, all those guys playing. So it was the Nuggets was a circus in Denver. People would act crazy when they saw him.
Chauncey's an icon here in Colorado. Everybody already knows that already.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. But yeah, like you said, I think you know, a lot of them, like, you know, having dinner with their family and stuff, telling the restaurants or wherever they're at, like, can I just get some peace and quiet? Because I know there's quite a few of them that if they're not with their family and they're eating dinner, and then afterwards when they're outside, they're all cool about it. They're cool about taking pictures with the fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think when you have your kids,
It's different.
I'm a single father. I know for a fact, like, when my kids are with me at a movie
get
theater or
away
whatever,
from my
I'm
babies.
different. Like, I'm looking around, you know, like, because I have a daughter who's almost 15 and my
Right.
son. But when I'm not with my kids, I'm a different person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think that goes with celebrities, no matter what industry they are. It's, you know, your family, you know, that's your family. You're protective. When you're not with them, it's like, cool, you want to go do some autographs, you want to take some pictures, awesome. I think it goes, like you said, with the territory. They're all different. But then when you're a celebrity also, a big thing is, like, knowing who your real friends are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
the people
know
you
to keep
came up with
around.
before you
Yeah,
became famous, those are your
absolutely.
friends.
Those
Those
are
are
your
they're gonna
friends.
die with you to the end.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people come out of the woodworks, aunts, uncles, niece, nephews.
Yeah.
You know what's
You know-
going on and
And they
stuff.
feel entitled to you.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People's entitlement to you.
On that state note, I feel like as a celebrity, as like let's just use an example as a basketball player, as a celebrity, I think that I don't want to use the word but I think as a celebrity, as a sports person, I think you should respect when children try to talk to you. Don't be crazy with them. Like, that's one thing that I personally saw. I saw a grown man basketball player cuss out a little baby and I watched him break that little baby's heart. You ain't gotta be rude. You could just say, hey, no, little man, don't cuss at the baby, don't be crazy. It's
Yeah, I think
that's-
I've seen that plenty of times in the sports industry, because, you know, a lot of these sports celebrities, just because I've been in the sports world and stuff, but a lot of these sports guys take it to a whole nother level, and without name dropping and stuff like that, certain people I've seen, certain high star athletes mistreating little kids with a baseball bat or a football, or wanting to sign. But I also know this: we're also in an industry where people sell things.
yeah.
Okay, I see it all the time. My best friend had a business. He did that for a living. Unfortunately, people knew him growing up, so he was successful. But nowadays, you see a
Yeah.
little kid come up to you at bat, you know, you're like, okay,
Like a dad probably sent you.
is it for him, or is
Yeah.
this a memorabilia guy in the background who wants?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that part of and this is just strictly with sports. I can understand that part, but you know, like you said, it's a hit or miss industry. It's like, you know, you gotta.
Yeah.
It's
But
it's crazy.
I
It's
do
a
know
crazy
that
industry being a celebrity.
whether we're a music artist, you know, like somebody like me, I get asked to talk a lot. I'm actually speaking to some elementary kids next month. Kids look up to us.
You do.
Whether you're a rapper, a basketball player, boxer, you know, singer, whatever, you know, people look up to you, and you can either inspire or you can crush their dreams. I know the particular kid that I watched him, this basketball player disrespect. I guarantee you, he went home and ripped all his posters off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that's heartbreaking to a
He's not a
child,
fan
though.
no more.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
So-
on the other side of that, there are athletes that understand. There was an athlete that came up to me one day, and I didn't know who he was because I don't know nothing about no Broncos and football. But I didn't know who he was. I know who he is now because I see him all the time on television. I was like, I know who you are now. But he came up to me and he said to me, you are a person that is always doing something for somebody else. So I want to do something for you. And he said, what do you want me to do? I said, I want you to buy Easter baskets, and these Easter baskets were $50-something a piece. I want you to buy Easter baskets for all of my Sunday school students. So he said, let's go do it. And he went
that's
and bought
cool.
these Easter baskets for everybody.
Nice.
And then he said at the end, this is what I'm getting at. He said, if you had been walking with somebody, I wouldn't have said that to you. But because you were by yourself, you gave me a chance to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So he was considerate of that. You know what I mean? So there's some considerate ones. But unfortunately, whether it's people that steal, people that sell dope, whatever it is, they get so much attention that people look at them as all being the same.
Yeah.
And they're not all the same.
Well, a lot of the athletes, whatever, that do stuff like that, they don't want that recognition, which I
Yeah.
think is awesome. It's that humble thing. It's
Yeah.
like, I want to do this for this person.
Yeah, don't do a
but
nice
please-
person and take a
please-
picture.
Right, but
Yeah.
I don't want you to say it came from this person. I just want to do this because
Yeah.
this is who I am as a person, which I think is awesome. Which sounds like that's the type
Right.
of
You know,
gentleman that
what I
guy was.
don't like is when people like do good deeds, but then the camera's like right there.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're
It's like
always
it all
filming
seems staged.
it.
Is that it
Yeah.
does?
Like,
It does.
For the person that you're helping, that's humiliating.
Yeah.
Like to make yourself feel better about yourself.
Oh,
Show
yeah.
the world I'm struggling. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you
Thanks for
don't
the 20
need-
bucks.
you know, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. And kudos to the Broncos and all the Broncos, Nuggets, Colorado Rockies, all the local Denver programs that do a lot of stuff. Shout out to Brianna Berry for the amazing cleats that she does for Cleats for My Cause. Like, she's definitely a dope person. If you don't know who that is, definitely check her out. But yeah, we gotta be humble and kind and just remember where you came from. Remember yourself in that picture. Remember yourself as that little kid idolizing someone. That's all I would say about that.